lovely student. I'm Madam Joyce Nyoni from Educare TZ. I'm teaching biology, and today I'll be with you to discuss our topic, which is a comparative of natural groups of organisms. And here, my student, our main concern of today, we are going to discuss the subtopic, which is the kingdom Plantae. And my student, this kingdom Plantae, we have already covered about many divisions concerning starting from division Bryophyta up to division Angiospermophyta. And in our today's session also we are concluding this division Angiospermophyta. So my student, in our today's session we are going to discuss on the adaptation of Angiospermophytes to live on land. So you are warmly welcome. Here we are discussing the adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation is the ability of an organism to cope with a certain environment or with a certain habitat. Kwa hiyo sasa hapa tutaenda kudiscuss kivipi our angiosperm are they successful to adapt in the terrestrial environment. When we are saying that the terrestrial environment, meaning that ile mazingira ya kwenye dunia, they are most occupied this angiosperm. So my student, here we are saying that angiosperms are the most recent evolved evolved plants and are relatively the most adapted plant to terrestrial environment. Kwa tunasema hawa angiosperm, they are well adapted to survive within the environment or terrestrial environment. It's due to several features. So we are saying also several factors has contributed to their survival, hence success on land. Such factors include, kwa maana kwamba kunakuwa na factors mbalimbali ambazo zimewawezesha hawa angiosperm to survive in different kinds of terrestrial environment. And what are those factors now? These factors is where now we are going to discuss. So let's keep watching and keep following. You will understand those factors that contribute for the successful colonization on the terrestrial environment. So the first factor here, my student, we are saying that the flowers have contributed to the diversification of angiosperm throughout the time with the adaptation to specialized pollination condition. Factor ya kwanza ambayo imewasaidia hawa angiosperm kuweza kucolonize au kuadapt within the terrestrial environment, tunasema the presence of flowers. So kutokana na presence of flower, tunasema kwamba hawa organism ambao wanapatikana ndani ya hii division angiosperm wenyewe wamekuwa most successful to colonize in this terrestrial environment, kwa sababu kwenye flowers ndipo ambapo different kinds of reproduction are taking place, and also is where now this organism they can reproduce a new organism. So due to production of new organism by the process such as pollination that enhanced by the presence of that flowers, tunasema hapa ndipo sasa how organism they are capable to survive within the environment, since this flower ensure the continuation of generation from one generation to the next generation. And also we are saying that the adaptation exhibited by any given flower depend on the type of pollinators. The flowers is designed to attract and have evolved features to enable pollinators to recognize and locate them quickly. Kwa ina maana kwamba due to the presence of this flower ndipo ambapo sasa hawa organism wanaweza wakasuccessfully colonize within the terrestrial environment, kwa sababu the presence of flower tunasema kwamba ndio ambayo sasa inawaattract wale pollinators kwenda kuchavusha lile ua, then thereafter another organism can be produced from that flower. So the presence of seed depend on the flower. So for instance, here we are saying that bees can only see yellow, blue and ultraviolet colors. Therefore, bee-pollinated flowers are yellow, blue or UV, but not red. So butterfly detect red accordingly. They can pollinate red flowers. Kwa unaweza ukaona kwa maana kwamba different kinds of pollinators they have been attracted due to different flower colors kwenye angiosperm. Kwa hiyo sasa for example pale ametolea mfano wa bees, nyuki wanaweza kuchavusha ua linalokuwa na rangi ya yellow, ya njano, blue na hii ultraviolet light. lakini we have another pollinators like butterfly. Also this butterfly detect only red, kwa ataenda kuchavusha au ataenda kufanya pollination kwenye ile ua ambayo linakuwa na rangi ya red. And also we have these monkeys which are nocturnal, pollinate bright white colored flowers which can stand out against darkness. Kwa hiyo sasa different kinds of flower or different kinds of colors which are possessed by a flower ndio ambayo sasa ina attract different pollinators to go through that flower and the pollination to occur within that flower. So that make this organism to successfully colonize within the terrestrial environment due to different pollinators that have been attracted due to possession of that colors in the flower. And also, my student, apart from that, we have another adaptation, and this one, we are saying that most plants have ability to make and supply some food in the form of nectars, and they advance their presence to pollinators by producing phlogiston. So hapa inamaanisha nini? Kwa maana kwamba kuna baadhi ya maua yanakuwa na produce nectars. Nectars hii ni sukari ambayo inapatikana kule at the base of the flower. Ndipo ambapo inapatikana hii nectars. So due to the presence of that nectars, ndio ambayo sasa ina attract different kinds of pollinators to go and process ya pollination iweze ikatokee kwa urahisi zaidi. And also we are saying that they also have a way of putting pollen on the pollinators and easily transfer it to the flower of the next plant. Kwa sasa hii due to the presence of that nectars and the fragrance sense inasaidia sana hawa organism kupollinate different kinds of flower. Kwa maana kwamba akichukua for example pollen grain from other flower, anaweza kuwa na uwezo mrahisi zaidi kwenda kuchavusha the next flower, and that make this organism to successfully colonize within the terrestrial environment. And we have another adaptation that help this angiosperm to colonize within the terrestrial environment, and this is, we are saying that to ensure pollination. So angiospermophyte flowers have evolved ways of preventing non-beneficial pollinators from visiting their flowers while embracing the beneficial pollinators. Kwa ina maana kwamba hawa organism ambao unapatikana ndani ya hii angiosperm wamecreate mechanism that itawazuia wale organism wengine ambao wanakuwa na madhara kwenye maua, lakini ita attract wale different kinds of pollinators so that they can do pollination within that flower. So hiyo ndio inapelekea hawa organism kuwa successfully colonized within the land, kwa sababu hawa ambao tunawaita non-beneficial pollinators wanaweza wakaharibu yale maua, structure ya maua, au wanaweza wakakatakata maua then yakaharibika. Kwa hiyo sasa due to the attraction of beneficial pollinator inawasaidia hawa organism kusurvive within the land. And also we can say that a good example here, some flowers can be pollinated by insects with the long proboscis or birds with long narrow beaks, only as they secrete nectar at the base of the narrow floral tube, which is the right size of the corresponding pollinators. What does that mean? Tunasema kwamba kwa mfano kwenye birds wanakuwa na ile long beak, kwa maana kwamba midomo yao inakuwa imechongoka kiasi kwamba anaweza akachukua nectars kwenye ua kwa urahisi zaidi. So vile anavyochukua ua anavyochukua nectars ndivyo ambapo anafanya pollination kwa urahisi zaidi. Pia ukija kumwangalia bee anakuwa ana ile proboscis ndefu. Tukisema proboscis, that is the mouth that is possessed by some insect ambao wanaweza kuchavusha maua. Kwa hiyo sasa hiyo inapelekea sasa hawa organism to most successful colonize within the terrestrial environment. And apart from that, we have another adaptation, and this is stamen have also become modified through time to prevent self-fertilization in order to increase genetic diversity that will eventually enable them to inhabit a wider range of habitats. Kwa ina maana due to the presence of stamen pia na yenyewe may be modified in order for colonization in this terrestrial environment. So additionally, we are saying that closed couple allow adaptation to specialized pollination conditions and control self-fertilization. Kwa tunasema kwamba ile closed couple na yenyewe tu inasaidia kwenye kufanya fertilization to occur within those organism ambao wanapatikana ndani ya hii angiosperm au ndani ya hii division ya angiospermophyte.